Hi, this is Maria Palomino. How are you? Today I want to talk about how your level of joy is proportionate to your level of gratitude. Yes, there's always more room and more improvement and more expansion for your level of gratitude. The more grateful you are, the more joy you're going to feel constant throughout your life. And this is actually one of the principles of the Huni Kuin. And the Huni Kuin is the largest tribe out in the Amazonian, living in Brazil and also in parts of Peru. And there are actually five principles. There's the principles of life, and this is the second one. And this is the one that stuck out to me the most because I was doing the 21 Day of Abundance challenge by Deepak Chopra. And actually, in the first act, we had to write who are the 50 people, write down 50 names of people, whether dead or alive, that have influenced you in your life, um, for something greater, that have been great influencers in your life. So I thought, easy task, I'm going to finish this quickly. And then once I got to number 20, number 25, I realized that I had to take a pause because I couldn't think of other names. Um, I was there for at least 5-10 minutes trying to think who else, and then I got into another wave of consistently writing names of people that have influenced me. So I challenge you to do the same. Get a piece of paper and see how easily it is for you to write down 50 names of people, whether dead or alive, that have influenced you, and see how easily it comes to you or it doesn't. But I want to share the other five principles of the Huni Coin, the other four. And the other one is this too shall pass. And it's also, it's talking about impermeability, how nothing is permeable, nothing is constant, nothing is fixed. Everything is going to always change. We're born and then we die. Everything's with polarities. Nothing is constant. The only thing that we know for sure is that there's going to be change, yet is the hardest thing for us to do because we're so attached to that change. And you can also look up and Google this too shall pass parable, King Solomon. And it talks about, it's a beautiful parable, beautiful story about King Solomon and about a ring that reads in the inside, this too shall pass. And the ring brings in joy for someone that's sad, and it brings sadness to someone that is already joyful, because the whole point is of being able to live within that neutrality, within that harmonization between not being sad or not being super joyful, right? Just being balanced. And that's also one of the principles of Buddhism, which is the principle of impermeability, which nothing is constant once again. And this is what I love about all ancient traditions and religions and old books and testaments that are out there, because they all lead to the same path. They all lead to the same light, to the same source, to the same universe, to the same God. It's all one path. Even their chant and their breath work and their drumming, they were much more connected with nature and with Mother Earth, and they just knew how to live and just be more joyful and have more of that harmony. And they were very grateful. And the Huni Queen, their first principle of life is this too shall pass, or this will pass, as they say. And the second one is that your level of joy is in proportionate to your level of gratitude. And the third one is to celebrate everyone that you encounter. Yes, every single person that crosses your path, to celebrate it, to be thankful once again, be grateful for that person. Think about the millions of people that are in this planet, the billions of people that are on this planet, and what are the chances that you connect with a certain individual, right? That they cross paths besides the ones that are your family that you see most of the time. Those are big lessons that you have to learn. When you see the Buddhist people, when you go to Thailand, especially if you go to Laos, it's beautiful. The Buddhist community, Buddhist tradition is very much alive there. When they greet one another, or even just when the monks just greet anyone, any individual, they don't say anything, but they just put in their prayer hands and they bow down because they recognize the divine within that other person, because they know that there is a lesson to be learned, because they understand that what are the chances of this encounter. There's a reason why this person is crossing their path. And something else that is popular now, the word namaste, that people are hearing more in yoga studios. And at the end of the class, I always say namaste. And namaste means I bow to the divine within you. I bow to light within you, because we're all light. We're all beautiful light source that are living in this world and having a human experience, and we have this body with all the senses, and we're learning how to navigate this human body, and learning how to navigate and really be in control of our dream, by learning day to day. We're in a university, in this university every day we're learning. This is the real university. So I wanted to share that. The fourth principle of the Huni coin is the power of being in community and the joy that it brings. And that is so true, because we are human beings and we need to be in relation and be able to commune with other beings. We're here to interact. We're here to procreate. We're animal beings. And it's so important for us to be able to consistently be participating in community, whether you're serving, and just bringing happiness and joy to someone else's life. The more you give, the more you're going to get. There have been studies that have been done. The people that live the longest, there's various top reasons why people live the longest. Clean environment, they eat healthy, they work out. But the number one reason of the people that have lived the longest is the people that have most social interaction, the people that commune, the people that don't have lunch by themselves, that they're within community, they're within family. So say hello to your mailman, say hello to the person that is helping check out your groceries. So just interaction, that's what we're here to do, to interact. And the fifth principle, which I love, it's about creating firmness. So it's talking about growing those roots, growing the roots of who you are. Once you know who you really are, what's your true self, the authentic you, what is your highest purpose and why you came here, and you build those roots so deep and you just grow them all the way down to the core of this earth, you're not going to be able to, no one's going to be able to influence you that easily, or just not influence you at all. You're not going to feel that you need to go out and participate in something that you know it's not aligned with who you really are. Once you know your true self, you are rooted, and that's when they talk about firmness, building your roots, and that is key. They have interviewed the Dalai Lama, and one of the questions that they asked him was, you're such a holy, divine monk who has reached highness, the highest levels of meditation, and reach what they call samadhi. And why do you continue to meditate? And his answer was very simple, because if you don't continue your practice, then you start building other habits. You start picking up other habits, which is why it's important to continue on your path every day and create that discipline. And yes, a lot of it starts with meditation or taking a walk out in nature and just connect and know how we're all one. So I challenge you today to get out a piece of paper and write down 50 names of people that are whether alive or have passed away that have influenced you in your life, and let me know how that goes for you, how easily it was, and how is it that you can improve your level of gratitude. Yeah, let's share. um, One thing about that I do want to share before I leave is that the Huni Queen always are talking about so alegria e muita gratidão, which means only joy and a lot of gratitude. They're consistently talking about that. And I feel like they're just educating you and just helping you remember only joy and a lot of gratitude. So I leave you with that. So alegria e muita gratidão. Remember that today is the best day ever. Everything that is happening for us, and this too shall pass. So enjoy every single moment. Sat Nam. Love you all.